Welcome back, everybody. And I think you guys already know, as Patrick Mahomes' number one hater, the Chiefs' number one hater in the entire world, I, myself, Otto, I'm enjoying this right now. Super Bowl 59 did not go how we thought whatsoever, at least how I thought it was going to go. The Chiefs get absolutely destroyed. It was a breath of fresh air for many people in the NFL. And listen, I'm no Philly fan. I am far from it. But at the same time, this was very, very nice to see. Could have been any team in the NFL, and I would have been happy. Although I don't think Philly deserves this. They're already destroying their fucking city. Um, but, anyways, guys, some things to talk about here from the Super Bowl. Let's get right into it. And the first point that we need to go over is I don't ever want to see comparisons between these two ever again in my entire life. This is not MJ and LeBron. This isn't even a close argument, although that's for another video who the GOAT is there. I'm an old head. MJ's the GOAT. Anyways, it's not even a close comparison. On one end, you got 7 Super Bowls, never blown out. He was getting blown out. He was getting blown out 28-3 at the end of the third quarter in Super Bowl 51. And guess what? Came back, won the game. Like the classy QB that he is. On the other end, 3 Super Bowls. He got blown twice. And he is not classy. In fact, one of those times he got blown by the guy on the left. The guy that he's compared to. It's not even close anymore, guys. Brady would never. 3 turnovers in the Super Bowl. Brady would never. The comparisons are done. Stop, please, for the love of God. Our next point, this guy right here is our Jackie Robinson. Cooper DeJean, oh my goodness, pick 6 in your first ever Super Bowl in your rookie year? That was incredible. 17-0. That was a momentum swing right there. That was the first interception. That was when we knew that this shit was getting real. Was when our Jackie Robinson came up to the plate, man. Cue that meme. Cue that meme right now.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
Guys, let's talk about the scoreboard. I turned on this game on my phone as soon as it started, and this is probably the most disgusting scoreboard I have ever seen in my entire life. Who made this? A third grader? Listen, my girlfriend's into it. She likes it. I don't know what she's smoking because this is gross. In all my years of watching football, this is the most bland, most plain, no effort whatsoever from graphic designers right here. Looks like they were getting ready for the Super Bowl, and the last thing that they forgot to do was come up with a design for the scoreboard. So at like 8:59 last night, with a 9 o'clock due date on Sunday night, or on Saturday night, excuse me, they just whipped this up real quick. Gross. They're lucky that the Eagles won, because this would have been a much bigger deal to me if the Chiefs ended up winning. Absolute cinema, guys. But this brings up a real point. Okay, I saw this on Reddit. I should have given the user credit. I don't know why I cropped that out. I'm sorry. But this brings up a good point. The one time in the playoffs, at least in these playoffs, that we've seen the refs not be on the Chiefs' side blatantly, they get absolutely dismantled. Now, I will give you credit. Last Super Bowl, I don't really remember the refs throwing a whole bunch of calls in the Chiefs' favor, and they still won that game. But this really reminds me of Super Bowl, I forget which one it is, Super Bowl 56, 55, when Patrick Mahomes was getting sandwiched like every single play. This is what happens. This is what happens. It's a very similar feeling to me, very similar game to me. And yeah, if this was really what the refs were trying to do, absolute cinema. Our Super Bowl MVP, on a serious note, Jalen Hurts, had a really, really good game. He did have that interception, but you take that interception away, he did a lot for this Eagles offense. 221 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns. The interception but 72 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. He was the team's leading rusher. Saquon really didn't have a huge impact on the running game. He did have 6 catches for 40 yards. We'll get into that in the next slide. But Jalen Hurts had a really, really good game. Now, did he get this award from being the quarterback and kind of benefiting off of, this Eagles defense just completely stifling the Chiefs? Yes and no. I do think that the 72 rushing yards was huge because they just could not get Saquon going. I think that had a huge impact, and he had some very, very good throws. Specifically, when they went aggressive in the third quarter, and they did the play action with Saquon, and he threw the 50-yard bomb to Devontae Smith. That was a very good throw. And he looked very, very good in this game, like he was used to this. But on the other end, did Josh Sweat deserve this more? In my opinion, he did, just because the pressure that they put on Mahomes was the biggest factor in this game. It made him make some really horrible decisions, turn over the ball, and give this Eagles offense so many good opportunities. So, in my opinion, I think Josh Sweat should have gotten this. I think Jalen Hurts kind of benefited a little bit off of having a above average game for his standards in the Super Bowl. But I think both players were deserving. Don't get me wrong. Let's hop into some key stats. Saquon Barkley held to just 2.3 yards per carry. Shocking to me that if you told me that Saquon was going to average 2.3 yards per carry in the Super Bowl, I would have told you they were going to get blown out. Like, there's just no way. But they ended up winning 40 to 6, but we'll say 40 to 22. Josh Sweat finished with 2.5 sacks and 2 tackle for losses. This dude was everywhere. Josh Sweat had a legacy game here, and it was huge for this pass rush in general. You see Milton Williams right there with 2 sacks and two tackle for losses as well. Guys, let me know in the comments. I might be a complete casual for asking this, but I'm genuinely confused because I've never really looked into this. Does a sack count as a tackle for loss? Like when they say 2 sacks and 2 tackle for losses, is that 2 tackle for losses the 2 sacks? Or did they sack the quarterback twice and bring someone down behind the line twice? Because that seems like a lot. And I'm assuming it's the former. So let me know in the comments, please, if I'm just an idiot or if I don't know. Let me know what the answer is. But anyways, Josh Sweat, Milton Williams came up huge. This pass rush in general was the deciding factor in my opinion. But our Jackie Robinson baby, Cooper DeJean, 1 pass defense, and 1 pick six. And then right there, Kenny Pickett, 1 pass attempt. If Kenny Pickett's playing against you in the Super Bowl, man, you might as well delete your whole franchise at this point. And then your Super Bowl MVP obviously was Jalen Hurts. Now going over to the loser side, the Chiefs. Mahomes had the most inflated stat line I've ever seen in my life. Reminds me of that Chris Paul meme where when he was on the Suns against the Mavericks, and it says he hit a huge 3 to cut the lead down to 42. That's all those touchdowns in the fourth quarter for me. But yeah, he finished with like 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. In reality, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, in my opinion. 24 yards from all 3 of these Chiefs running backs. That was honestly pretty big. Samaje Perine, guys, let me know what the hate is around Perine. Why did Mahomes not dab him up at all? Because when I looked at the stat line, obviously when you're watching the game, it's kind of hard to tell. But when I looked at the stat line, he had an 8-yard run. He only got the ball once, and he had 1 target. So I don't know. Did he do something? Did he drop a ball? Did he do something bad? Did something I missed? Where that was warranted? I don't know. But anyways, from Perine, from Isaiah Pacheco, and from Kareem Hunt, only 24 yards combined. They barely ran the ball. And they could not get anything going in the passing game. Xavier Worthy, Chris Paul meme once again, garbage time merchant right there. 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. Looks insane, but really like 75% of that came from the fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes had 3 turnovers in this game, 2 interceptions, and a strip sack, which he got absolutely drilled on. I am shocked they did not call a roughing the passer on that play. And their finals LeBron, I think, is Drew Tranquil. I don't know. I would say this Chiefs running defense in general, the fact they were able to stifle Saquon so much, it's frustrating that they just weren't able to do anything with it. It's really funny watching Chris Jones's reaction, who really didn't do that much in this game, but he was able to help stop the run. But watching his reaction when what's his face, DeAndre Hopkins dropped the ball on that third down. That was just kind of the whole day for the Chiefs here, and they needed this. They needed to be humbled. And I don't know. What did I know? I'm just an NFL fan. But this was a very, very satisfying Super Bowl. Guys, this is all I have for you. I just want to talk about the Super Bowl really quick. Congratulations, in all seriousness, to the Philadelphia Eagles. If there's any Philly fans watching, listen, I just think your city's kind of disgusting, and people on Reddit and Twitter give you guys a bad name. But in all reality, my uncle's a Philly fan, and congratulations. This is awesome. If my team did this to the Chiefs, I would be in a state of euphoria right now. So congrats, and yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It was a very fun year. Now, the videos do not stop here, of course. We are going into the off season hot and ready. I have some good things cooking up, and hopefully I get them out on time. They're going to be huge videos, so they're going to take me a while to record, edit, the whole process, even type out. So, guys, stay tuned, stay subscribed. If you guys aren't subscribed already, please subscribe. I appreciate all the support. Like the video if you like the recap. And yeah, like I said, this offseason, it's going to be fun. I got some good videos coming, and I will see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Later.